slash vodcast in regards to the psychosocial effects that impact athletes, especially boxers, within Soulbox, which is our gym.
Yeah, sure.
Now, you've had a lot of experience with over the years with different athletes coming and going, and I want to understand from your experience, how does overtraining affect the boxer's motivation and confidence?
Motivation and confidence. I think the biggest difference I see is motivation does go down.
Mhm.
Like that excitement isn't there to the same degree.
Mhm.
And for the most part, fighters, they're kind of wired to push through a lot.
Yeah.
So it kind of turns the situation from bad to worse.
Right.
So performance starts to dip.
Mhm.
And that in itself will then start to affect confidence.
Right.
So it's all like a little flywheel, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You overtrain, which then affects your ability to perform,
Mhm.
which then affects your confidence, which then affects your motivation, and around it goes.
Yeah.
So the core problem is overtraining, but then off that, then you get all these other issues.
So then you'd like notice like the mood slash irritability and the frustration like become overwhelming.
Yeah, of course. So if I'm not performing,
Right.
like say I'm an athlete,
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
I define myself by? I define myself by performance.
Exactly. Yeah.
If I don't perform, then it's like my livelihood, my ability to.
Like you're held to a standard almost.
Yeah, that's right. It's like what I do,
Yes.
I'm not doing.
Right.
Does that make
Correct.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Understood.
then, yeah, will of course affect the mood. Which then, it's very hard to accept. The other thing that I see is when the work. So if you're overtraining, you're probably working harder than most people.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, I'm training 20 times a week.
Right.
I'm a maniac.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some guy that's training 8-9 times a week is outperforming me.
Mhm.
That will affect my mood.
Of
I'll
course.
see that and I'll start to get annoyed. I'll start to question.
Yeah.
I'm working harder than everyone in this room. Why isn't it that I'm getting ahead?
Yeah.
Why am I? If anything, I'm not even in the middle. I'm at the bottom of the
Very
pack.
bottom. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm seeing people overtake me. I'm seeing people. So of course that all compounds.
Mm.
It makes people really annoyed, really angry. Really, I've seen it all.
Yeah. And you'd say it would stress like the relationship with the athlete.
Yeah,
And
of
throughout
course.
like the gym and whatnot too, right?
Yeah. So with the athlete, because it's when you're overtraining, it's a very difficult thing to self-diagnose.
Of course, yeah.
Like it takes a lot of awareness, and it's something that you see a lot of beginners or even a lot of people when they start to get into positions where they need to do more training or they need to perform more. People will correlate doing more with performing more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
And when that happens, right, then that's when obviously all that pressure starts to compound, and
especially when it comes up to competition time as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously we tie that back to mood, motivation, all those things.
Yeah, like so you'd say like their focus as well would be hindered because they're overcompensating for what they're really trying to achieve in a gym setting.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's all a big spiral.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the best way I can describe it. So all these things that we're outlining, motivation, mood, focus, all those things will begin to spiral out of control. And if you don't address the core reason, being overtraining, then obviously, sometimes an athlete will look at the coach before they look at themselves.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll look at the process. Or sometimes they'll look at, other processes.
Yeah.
They'll think, hey, it's working for this person or it's working in this gym or whatever. When in reality, like the core problem is self-driven.
Yeah.
From the person.
That's right. Yeah. Well, coach, I appreciate your time.
No worries.